Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. This is from the bottom of my heart. I really liked Ebert, man. I mean, his reviews was. I actually was thinking about being a critic at one point in time. I still might do that. uh, he's the one that really got me started into reviews and stuff like this. And I never met him personally or anything like that. I just, as a fan, just reading his stuff. And my God, watching Cisco and Ebert and stuff like that. That was a long time ago. Um, started watching them more when I got older. But anyway, going back to this. Oh man, Ebert's gone. He's passed away. He today, and it's a sad thing, man. It really is. You see, a lot of people might disagree. I think he's was one of the greatest critics ever, man. I mean, I like Cisco, I like Roper, but uh, as my favorite critic, it was Ebert, and seeing him go, it's sad. It's so sad, and it's like, oh man, it's like a part of me just died. Oh, I'm trying to be lighthearted about this, and I never met the guy. I never met this guy, and it's amazing how somebody impacts your life without you even meeting them. And I'm sure a lot of people have their own personal heroes. A lot of people like. I'm sure there was a singer or so that you liked. Maybe you was a Michael Jackson fan. You was really sad when he died. I was too. I mean, look at this. I got freaking posters of him around my room. I have a Ebert poster too, in like a week or so. But yeah, it's just going Ebert both. Yeah, it's really sad, man. Rest in peace to one of the greatest critics ever, greatest critics out there. And I just went to his blog yesterday, and I was reading up on his current reviews of certain movies, and not a lot of good movies came out so far. They're not bad. I probably would review them like I did Wreck-It Ralph and The Amazing Spider-Man and stuff like that, but I'm trying to wait until I get a better camera because I'm getting sick of using my cell phone. So for right now, I probably won't be making any reviews. But I had to say something for Ebert, man. I don't even know what to say. It's really depressing to see him go. It's really sad. Um, yeah, I enjoyed reading his reviews, watching some of his old video reviews with him and Roper, him and Cisco and stuff like that. Um, and a lot of his views are sort of the same as mine on certain movies. I didn't agree with him, all the time, like 100%. I was on what he was on, like, Ebert say this movie is bad, it's bad or so, or Ebert say this movie's mediocre, it's mediocre. And no, sometimes some of the movies that he'll give 2 stars, I would think was actually pretty good, in my opinion. Not great, but good. And sometimes I would think a movie would probably be overrated, like Avatar, which I don't like Avatar, but a lot of people did like it, and I guess he liked it, so he gave it 4 stars, so it must be good. It wasn't for me. It's the same thing we've seen before 1,000 times. Anyway, enough of the movies, enough of the movies. Ebert, man, one of the greatest critics ever, has passed away. I just want to say to his wife and everyone, family and stuff like that, he will be in our hearts. We love you, Ebert, man. Rest in peace. May God bless you and all that. God, it's really sad. I just text everyone I know, just told them that. I actually got a call, and from my mother, and she's like, "Oh, did you hear?" I'm like, no, I'm actually doing something else right now. I'm on the computer doing something else. And she's like, yeah, Ebert passed away. I'm like, no, come on, man. I was just on his blog yesterday. He was just talking about some movies that he did, that he just reviewed yesterday, man. I just read his review yesterday. My God, it's just funny. Just talking about him, and the next day, he's gone. Really sad. I feel bad, and, you know, but what can I say, man? Ebert, we're going to miss you. You was great. You was fantastic. You was the best. You and Cisco was awesome. I have no top critic right now. Ebert was always like my go-to guy for, movies and stuff like that. If I see a movie or, I always have my own opinion about it, but when I see a movie and then I would say, I wonder what other people thought of this movie. And normally when I do my reviews and stuff like that, I rarely do them. But when I do them, because I've seen a lot of movies, I could have reviewed a lot of movies, but did not because, like I said, I really need a better camera. This camera is terrible. When I talk, it feels like I'm underwater when I'm watching the video, when I'm rendering the video, so I don't like it. But when I'm doing my reviews, it's mostly I watch the movie, then I go do the review and stuff like that. And, man, it's like Ebert was sort of like my, what other people think, the sort of thing, because, you like to state your opinion, but you also want to hear from other people, whether, they thought it was good or it was like this, blah, blah. So when you're doing the review, you can make a little bit of a contrast or, something similar to what they're saying. And you can say, oh, well, people like this part about it. I didn't like that part so much. Or, yeah, I kind of agree with them on this one, but, I also have my own opinion on that. And I would see a movie like, when I saw Wreck-It Ralph, for example, when I did the review for that, I saw Ebert's, I read Ebert's blog later, afterwards. He obviously seen it first before me and stuff like that. He's a famous critic, of course, going to see it before me. But, yeah, it's just really disappointing. I don't have my go-to guy anymore. It's like he doesn't know me at all. But I just don't have my go-to guy. And, I would go to stuff like Rotten Tomatoes and, stuff like that and look at other critics and IMDb, Information Movie Database, look at some of their stuff. And I would see what, other people would think about the movie and stuff like that. But, most of my reviews is just my opinion. I would also throw something in there that some people might say that this part was good, this part was bad, or it wasn't as funny. I thought it was probably hilarious. Everyone has their own opinion, and that was the great thing about his reviews. He mostly got like a wide range. He gave you it straightforward. He gives you his opinion, and then he says, well, people might like this and stuff like that. But he was real. He mostly gave you your opinion. He didn't hold back, man. I freaking love it. I love it. He did not hold back. He would say, oh, this movie sucks, your movie sucks. Learn how to do it right next time. Freaking love it, man. And he would do this, and he would do that, and fantastic. A lot of these critics, they'll just say what people want them to hear. What other people, I'm not going to name any, it's just like some of them would say, what's crowd pleasing, or others will do personally what they think. Sometimes it would be a movie that 90% of the population think it's fantastic, but the other 10% would be like, it's garbage. And that's their opinion and stuff like that. I don't know whether they're playing devil's advocate or they're just saying, well, this is my opinion, this is what I think about it. But anyway, gonna wrap it up here. I was trying to keep this short. I started rambling. But Ebert, man, rest in peace. We love you. Gonna miss you, man. We lost a good one, people. We lost a good one. Here, boy. Guess I'll still be making reviews. I don't know. I need some money. That's all I can say. But Yep. The Sword and Rocks, I'm out. Ebert, love you. His family, take care, man. Take care. All right. See you guys.